going on, YouTube sword community? So I wanted to make this review on this RoM Surudoi katana in Unakubi Zakuri geometry, made out of through-hardened spring steel. They don't specify what spring steel is used, but I haven't had a single issue with this edge. It's actually probably been one of the sharpest factory edges that I've had in recent memory. 27.5-inch Nagasa, 10.5-inch Suka. There's your bohi. Terminates there. There's your sohi that continues throughout most of the blade until you get right up around here towards like the Kasaki area. Side is your standard fare black, but it's got this red kind of blood splatter thing going on. But the red splatter is actually like textured like ishime, and super fucking comfortable when you're doing like sayabiki and stuff. Really like it. Shitadome aren't glued in. You can see that one kind of coming out now. No bullhorn, obviously. Everything is wood, but at this price, that should be expected. Sageo is your standard shoelace fare, but they give you quite a bit of it, so it's a nice long Sageo, which is always nice. Yeah, I mean, this thing has been great, man. It has been awesome. This is a review sample. I didn't pay for it, but I did purchase the original RoM sword that I've had on the channel, the Shinogi Zakuri with the bohi, and that was also a fantastic sword. This one has come much sharper than that one did, but that one literally took me minutes to put the edge on it that it has on there now, and that thing's been doing some great stuff. And this thing has shocked me with the stuff that it could do straight out of the box. Like I said, this is definitely the sharpest sword that I've gotten in recent memory. I haven't had to do a single thing to this. It's cutting noodle scraps, it's cutting bottles, it's cutting empties, it's doing it all. And asking for more. It hasn't had an issue with any of them. And Tachikaze on it on almost every swing if you're aligned correctly. You can hear it. It's very audible. It's a great tool to train with. It's very light, but it's not overly light. Like, it doesn't feel like a toy, but it's definitely on the lighter side. The Kasaki here, you have your diamond reinforced kind of tip that aids with the audible Tachikaze on the blade. Here's kind of what the tape is looking like. Get down towards the base and it's nice and thick, and then the tape is to like a swedge up here, which definitely helps when cutting. The thinner your blade, the wider your blade, easier of a time you're gonna have going through targets. And this thing sails through shit. It's an extremely well built sword, which I didn't expect in this price range. I expected it to, handle not very well, but both of these blades that I've gotten from RoM have handled extremely well. They both held an edge really well. I can't speak to like the durability aspect of it so far. I haven't really had any bad cuts with either one of them, but I mean, you're aiming to not have bad cuts, so the fact that they can cut as well as they do is really what I kind of look for when I see somebody demo a blade. Is like, well, what can it do in the perfect weather, under the perfect circumstances. So if it's doing things like that, then if your technique is good, that it'll do the same for you, or at least that's the hope. You know what I mean? So my plan with this thing, guys, is to just use it for the month. So for the month of August, I plan to exclusively use this RoM Men Surudoi katana. Put it through its paces. See when it's going to end up needing the edge touched up, if at all. Like I said, this came really sharp. The edge seems really good, so I've been really impressed. So, but we're gonna give it 30 days. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do the same thing after 2 weeks. We're gonna see if anything's loosened up. See if it's still as sharp as it was. But so far, so good. If you were to ask me if I would recommend this brand to somebody who's looking to get, a budget katana but doesn't want to spend $300 or something like that, like if somebody who wants to spend under $200 and wants a budget sword, I would definitely recommend this brand. I've had Saiwodi katana in the past. Also a budget brand that's like in the $100 range, kind of sits right around where this sits. I would take this over that any day of the week. Both examples that I've had from RoM have been incredible, and so far so good, man. I'm loving it. I'm hoping to continue loving it, but you guys will be the first to know if I don't. But as of right now, definitely worth the money. I think it's going for $155 right now. Through hardened spring steel, Unakubi geometry, very light and nimble. Rivals a Heroes of Curry as far as a trick cutter. I've gotten a lot of really cool cuts with this sword already. So that's it for now, guys. We're gonna come back here in 2 weeks and do this exact same thing again, and we'll see how she holds up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been Space Ghost. This is the Surudoi katana from Romance of Men, Unakubi Zakuri geometry, and through hardened spring steel. See you on the next one.